Hey friends, welcome back to The Generous Poor. It's week number 4 of September. Wow, I can't even believe I'm saying that. And we are in an off paycheck week, which means no seeking funds today, just wallet stuffing and using envelope number 4 from my Overflow. And then any leftovers from last week go to play savings challenges at the end. We are a bi-weekly paid family, so what I do is when we get paid, I put week number 1 in my wallet and week number 2 in my Overflow binder. And so I don't commingle my weeks, and I just sort of refresh everything. And so it works out for me because when I'm done spending, when the envelopes are empty, I'm done spending for that week. And so I'm not dipping into the following week's cash. So this is crazy. The weather seems to be sort of hot, cold. We're turning our AC on, we're turning our AC off. It's just actually been crazy. So I've been living off of soup, coffee. I saw some pumpkins at Costco the other day, which is insanity. Also at Costco were Christmas presents or Christmas decorations, which is also insanity. But anyway, let's get into what I have left in my wallet. So let's pull out my envelopes. I got this little one thing on Amazon, which I'm loving because this thing was just too big. And so I have my giving and my miscellaneous envelope in here because as I spend from these envelopes and they empty, I put them in my Overflow binder because there's no sense walking around with empty binders or empty envelopes, I'm sorry. So let's get into what we are returning to the bank. So this week was a spendy week in terms of groceries. I am cooking for the girls. And so, it's expensive feeding 8 high school girls. So I spent $101, then I spent $60, and then I spent $120. So I have to pull $280 from my grocery envelope. So I have 1, 2, 50, 70, 81. So let me come back to that one real quick. Let me go into my spending because so we have 50. Man, these are they don't even sit up. They're so bad. So that's $50 from Lori. Whoops, I didn't bring change today, so I might have to dip into my change folder. Household is $35, and let's see what we have here. Actually, we have change, maybe, hopefully. So we have 20, 30, 40, 1, 42, 43, 44, 45. So dining out is getting 20... 30, 40, 142, 43, and 44. Okay, so household. Oh, wait a minute. I was doing household. That's not right. So I actually need to take that back up. So 5. Oh, my goodness. I just messed this up. So let's see. This is right, I think. 20, 30, 40. Yeah. So this is household is getting 35. So 20... 20, 30, no wait, we'll go 20, 30, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then $10 is going back here for Overflow. So now that is household. Jeez, so confusing today. Now let's do dining out in case we have some change. No, we don't. So we have 50, and that's getting 44. So it's going to get $6 back, and that will go into Overflow at the end as well. So dining out is done, and so now let's see if we can get our groceries. So 101 plus 60 plus 120. So we have 281. So 1, 2, 50, 70, 80. So I need $9 back. So I need $9 back, which I think I might have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exactly. Well, that was a miracle. So we have $9. That will go back there. And now groceries is done. And so now I go into my Overflow because I don't keep pearls So all of these envelopes should be empty now. Yes. Perfect. I don't keep pearls. Let me put these in order. I don't keep Pearl's money every week in my wallet because I spend it on my credit card, but I like to keep track of it, so I keep it in here. So that is getting $30 because that is her food for the week. So now let's go through this and see if we have the exact amount going back to the bank and I didn't mess that up. So we should have $440 going back to the bank. So we have 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, exactly. So so let me show you guys something, what I've been doing, which is, you probably already know this, but I didn't know this. This is my envelope tracker that I keep in my wallet, and every time I spend from it, I put the money on this. But look at this, this magic eraser. It's like, I used to have to go either get nail polish remover or water, and it was a mess and all this stuff. And now I just put this, I just do that and it comes right off, and I freaking love it. But anyway, so this, you guys might not know about that, but I didn't. So I'm pretty pumped about it. So now this goes back into, 440 is going back to the bank to pay for the credit card purchases that or the money that I spent on my credit card this past week. So that goes there. And actually, let me see. I might have to get change for this, but this is money that goes back. I actually don't think I need my calculator, but let's grab the money for next week. I keep it in my overflow. So this is my week number 2. So what happens is when we get paid, I put week number 1 in my cash envelopes, and then I put all the money from my wallet into week number 2 so that I'm not commingling my money and accidentally use it early. That is just something that helps me kind of stay on track, and I really like it. So I'm going to grab this is my budget planning sheet for week number 3, and it's got the same denomination. So let's put this on my cash tray. So we have 1, 2, 50, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, or 500. And so we have 510 that I put in my wallet every single week. And that is all of my spending for this week, coming up week. So I'm going to put that in there. And then we will grab my envelope. So what I do is I play with savings games, and I need to grab my denominations. And I think this is right, hopefully. Okay, so groceries is going to get 300, and it's going to get 2 100s, a 50, 70, 80, 90, and this. And what I like to do is, let me put this off to the side, is I play with the weekly spinner for my grocery money. And that is right here. This is just an extra way to kind of pull from your weekly money. And it looks like it's getting $2, which I don't have. So we will put in, you know what I'll do is I'll take a 10. I'll take a 10. No, I won't take a 10. I will just put in a 5. And I'll just call it a 5, which is fine. And so now my grocery money this week should have 295. So 1, 2, 50, 70, 80, 95. So my grocery money for this week has 295. That's the lowest that I've pulled since I've been doing this. So we will just put 5 here. And this is just, again, another little way to save on your cash, or save your cash even when you're spending it. So Lori is going to get 75, I think. Let me see. No, 100. So it is going to be, you know what, let me do Pearl. Pearl's going to get 30. So she gets a 20 and a 30. So I'll put that off to the side. And then this one is going to get, Giving is going to get 20 and Buffer is going to get 25. So Giving is going to get, hold on, I got to go to my planning sheet. Giving is actually only going to get 5. So Giving gets, sorry about this. So Giving gets 5. So that is done. Buffer gets 25. So Buffer gets 25. And then Household is going to get also 25. So Household gets 25. Groceries is done. So these are all, this one's done. And then my spending, I reduced it. And so I am only getting 50. So I'm going to get, hold on a second. Dining out gets 75. So 50, 60, 70, 50, 60, 75. Is this right? So eating out, dining out 75, Lori gets 50. So that's right. So what I'm gonna do is do, okay, and so with my dining out money, I pull one of these cards and let's see what we stuff. So 15 is coming out of dining out. And so 15 is coming out of dining out, and I put that in my money here. So this goes into my overflow at the end. So there goes that. And then my spending money is 50. So, and I play the primary challenge by Budget with Ira to see what I save. So it's yellow, it's 15. Whew. So this is a big one this week. It's the most that I could have saved. And so this one has saved us 110, 20, 35. So 135. And again, this is just, you don't have to do this, but this is just another way for me to take before I spend. And so I have $35 to spend this week, which again, feels plentiful. So let's put this right here. And then let's put this back. And now my wallet is stuffed. I'm ready for my week. I've got my money in my envelopes. It always just feels so good. I say this every single week, to reset this and restuff it, because you know, if you had you overspent in the week before, or you did something, you know, it's an opportunity to reset and kind of refocus and save your money. So that's why I like to do this every single week, even though we are a bi-weekly paid family. So let's see what we have in, and it's fun because it gives me extra money for my overflow binder. So this is what we have left over. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 42, 43, 44, and 45. So it's almost like found money. That I get to stuff into my envelopes every single week. And I love it. So let's see if we stopped anywhere. Doesn't look like we did. So we are going to play the vending machine, and that is this one. And it looks like we have yellow, which is going to be 5. And this is Bethany Budgets. So we're going to put 5 in here. I'm not going to do another one because I don't know how far we're going to get, because I put knockout 9 back in here. So we have 100, 20, 35. So we have 135 in the vending machine. We'll put that right there. Knockout 9, one of my favorite games. This is from Luna Lolly. And let's see what we get. I think everybody knows how to play this by now. So we have 1 and 3, so we're going to go 4. Ooh, 10. 7. 6. 7. Oh, 5. 6, 7. Okay, we're doing pretty good. And we have 5. So that's it. So this one is going to get $11, which isn't bad, considering. Could have been a lot worse than this. So now this one we played last week. This one's actually being kind of kind to me. So we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18, and we play twice. That's actually not bad. This one could take a lot of your money. I love Knockout 9. Okay, that's by Luna Lolly. This is a new one. This is Chip Away, which I saw somebody playing, and I had to order this. So this is, let's go through the rules real quick. Use the game chips to cover the, roll 4 dice at once, which I don't think I brought out. Let me grab, I need to grab more. This is where I keep all my dice. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. Or all my little game things. So we've got 1, 2, oh wait. So we have these. Okay, so roll 4 dice at once. Let's put this off to the side. And cover, and you get these little chips. And I have 20 of them. Yep, 20. And you cover, repeat until you're out of chips. So you cover these until you're out of chips. And if your dice lands on a number that's no longer on the board, roll again. If it lands on another number that's no longer on the board, you take the chip and then you pull it out and you keep rolling until you have no more chips. Does that make sense? Okay, so we have 6. So we have 6, 1, 1, and 4. Well, okay. So we have 3, 4, 1, and 3. This one could be a big one too. This one is 2, 6. So 2, 6, 3, and 2. Okay, we're still in the game. So we've got 6, 4, 3, and 3. Okay, we don't have a 3. So we've got 6, 2, and 1. And I think that might be it. Well, we have one more. So I think we can cover a 5. All right, so we have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I think that's how you play that. We got $21. Okay. How fun was that? I hope I'm playing it the right way. So $21 now goes into Chip Away. It's our first one. Oh, wait a minute. And then I need to go like this. How fun is that? All right, and now this goes in here. And all my little chips go in here. Got them. All right, so we can put that off to the side. Okay, so the next one is Chase the Rainbow. We can pull these out now that I've got all these chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll go right here. We got a pot. Ooh, we got double pot. What does that mean? Does that mean 30? Oh my God, I only have 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that a double pot? All right, I gotta grab one of my I owe me's because I owe this one 30 and I only have 5, 6, 7, 8. So I owe this one $23 next week. And that is it, folks. That is the end of the line. I had no idea that any of these would be, I had no idea that any of these would be double. 20, 30, 41, 42, 43, 43. Wow, and this one's from Studio Budgets. Put that in there. This one is, this might be like, I only get to play this one next week. Oh, and this one is Mystic Budgets. And Luna Lolly. So anyway, that is it, everybody. That is it for September week number 4. I can't actually believe it. My wallet stuff, the leftovers are saved. And even without a paycheck, we're still making moves, and that's the power of having a plan. And if you're stuffing this week, and even if you're just watching for inspiration, thank you. You're showing up and that counts. And if your budget didn't go to plan, that's okay too. Every week is a chance to reset, and we don't need perfection. We need persistence and intentional spending. So if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button and leave and join me every Sunday. Well, I post videos 3 times a week. So join me here every week at The Generous Pour. This channel is about pouring into yourself, pouring into the life that you want to live, one envelope at a time. So I'll see you on Sunday for my next Savings Challenge Day, which is going to be a big one because it is, we're getting closer to debt payoff day, and I cannot wait. So just a reminder, you're doing better than you think. Have a great, great rest of your week.